If your house looks like this, it's trash! But it's okay, we're gonna fix it. What if I told you in a few easy steps we can turn this little thing into this amazing house? I'm not kidding. As I walk through my survival world, you're gonna see lots of amazing houses, so trust me, I'm a pretty good builder. Let's help you out here, okay? Now first off, believe it or not, I actually want you to make a box house like this. Not the door, not the torches, but make a wooden box, like a 5x5, 6x6, whatever. But make a wooden box. Now the reason I'm doing it this way is I want newer players, aka noobs, to be able to build on their own houses and not just have to tear it down and make a new one. So there's your box house, let's get to work. So first thing I always do is incorporate an outline block, like an outer block, like logs, like stone, whatever. But in my case, I like logs. Here's an example. Look at this wall versus this wall. This is so plain, so boring. This is exciting. It's three-dimensional. There's shadows, color changes, texture changes. It's the best. So do this. Go to each corner of your house and come out by one, and then make a pillar of your outline block up to the same height as your box. Now, once you do this, you're gonna bring these pillars up by one more, then connect them horizontally on every single side. Now, the reason we're doing this is to actually make a cooler second floor. If you didn't plan on having a second floor, well, you're having one now, okay? Trust me, first floor houses look so ugly. Second floor, let's go. Find the height of your inner wall. In my case, it's 1, 2, 3. Now go up on top of these logs and do the same thing. 1, 2, 3. Now you're gonna see there's like a lip effect. This is in one, that is out one. That is intentional, okay? So do this, but also bring the pillars up with it. So it's gonna be normal wall, but the same exact pillar design. Pillars up, and at the top, pillars across. Now, if done correctly, it should look like this. Now, you have two options. One, you could keep these pillars the way they are, but my preferred option is option 2, where you break the bottom pillars and put them in the wooden wall on the first floor. Now, I do this because the top is like that, so now there's some, like, uniformity. It looks more even, so this looks kind of like... It looks even, but it just looks a little bit weird and a little bit, like, too tall, so I like to do this. It's hard to explain why it looks better, but it just really does in my opinion. So do that. Now we're on to the roof. Roofs are really overblown. People think they're so hard. They're really easy, okay? So go get the same block as your wall block. In my case, it's oak wood. Now go to your side here, go in by one, place a block. Then staircase it and find the middle block. It's right there. Now bring it back down. So to make it simple, it should look like this. It should be your normal log, then in one, and a staircase starts. Now go to the other side and do the exact same thing. Not the two sides, but just the front and the back. Was that easy enough? It should be. That's the hardest part right there. Now it's smooth sailing. So take out a different color block. I prefer either a darker kind of wood or a kind of stone. I'm gonna use cobblestone, so take out some cobble and the stair version of that block. You need stairs for this. Now take your stairs and you're gonna line this little staircase we made right here with the cobble stairs. Do it on both sides, obviously. Now when you see how this looks, it's going to look very weird. It looks kind of like one of those, like, George Washington wigs. It looks really weird. Does that make sense? Is that even accurate? I'm sorry, George, if you're watching. Wait, he's dead. But what you're gonna do next is go one down off the little house too and put some more stairs there. Now it looks a little bit better. It's still kind of weird, but wait, here comes the element of 3 dimensions. Just like how down here we have like a lip effect on the house, we're gonna do a lip effect on the roof. So bring these stairs off the front and back by one more. Looks good, but it can be even better. Go underneath and put upside down stairs. Now when you do this, it really has an amazing shape. Look at that. But obviously the middle is still not touched, so go upside down stair right there, and boom, look at that, a good looking roof. Now obviously connect these together, do the same thing on the backside, and you're good to go. Now I will say, you can do this same roof design going the other way. You could do it from like left to right as opposed to front and back. I prefer this way, but it's really up to you. They both do look cool. Now you might notice the top is still kind of open. So this is where your blocks come in. Break the wooden blocks that are poking out and replace this all with cobblestone. Now if you're feeling fancy, you could take out some stairs and do like a cool little design off the front front and the back like that, but I don't think it looks the best, so I'm gonna get rid of it. But if you want to be like fancy, that could work. Now here is a good shaped house. It has some variety, some texture, some color changes. It looks good. But now here comes the actual details, how to make this blank canvas look like a work of art. So follow my lead. On your first floor here, make a doorway. It can be 2 wide, 1 wide, whatever. I'm just gonna do 1 wide here in the middle. Make your door. Now go to the sides of your first floor and break out 1 block on each side for a window. Now my big thing for windows and doors is I use stairs of the same kind of wall block. So in my case, I'm gonna use oak stairs. Now here's what I'm gonna do. For the windows, I'm gonna break the bottom block, put a stair. On the top block, upside down stair. Now you're gonna see there's some cool like a windowsill looking vibe. So now if I take out some glass or a fence or something to put in there, it looks like it's kind of like hanging in place. It looks a lot nicer. Now same thing on the door. Up here, upside down stairs. When the door goes in, you have kind of like an interesting little door thingy here. So I don't know if I can explain that right, but look at that. It looks cool. Now check it out, we have cool windows, cool doors, but we need some light. It's a little bit dark here. Put the torches away. I mean, I guess it's okay if you have nothing else, but I recommend you take out some lanterns because these things can hang right above your door and your windows and it looks much better. Now before we get too carried away, let's do the windows up top too. Do the exact same thing, maybe a little bit bigger, maybe I'll do like a little bit wider this time, but same thing. You're gonna make your bottoms have a stair, tops upside down stair, and boom, look at that. Now personally, I also like to take another log and put it right down the middle on the second floor. So if you care about that, you can do something like this and just bring it straight up to the top. It's not important, but I think it adds some extra color, some extra texture. You can even kind of expand the windows out 1 more like that if you want, but just my personal preference there. Like you see, this can look good or also this can look good. It really is up to you, but I think having this log down the middle adds just like some needed color because the second floor is mostly just oak wood. So I think having some logs in there does add like a nice extra bit of flavor into this thing. Now those are all the major important things for the house, but here comes some smaller details that do make a big difference, so don't skip this part. First off, take out some trapdoors. I'm using spruce. It can be whatever kind you want, but once again, I like spruce. And you're gonna go to this lip and cover all this exposed oak. These bottoms look so ugly, so out of place, so cover those up. Next up, we're going to use these trapdoors to make little gardens or flower spots. So take out some grass, or if you don't have any, you can just do dirt or pods or something. Then take out some flowers or even just some bone meal, really up to you. Now go to your sides, place down some grass blocks, and put trapdoors around these things. Now put down some flowers, and boom, whoopsies, boom, side garden. Amazing. Now you could do this, but you also could say scratch all this stuff and just take out some leaves, which I like doing this from time to time. It is like a much more luscious look, but just put like a pile of leaves here, just a messy pile. Look at that, boom, more nature. Now the choice is yours, but I personally think I like this method better, so I'm gonna put these on all sides of my house. Now one change I made here is I made these gardens on the front a little bit smaller so the door is not too cluttered, but once again, up to you. But regardless, here we are, we have flowers, we have nature, it's looking really good. Wait, you put the trapdoors away, didn't you? Nope, no, we're not done yet. We're gonna go to the second floor and we're gonna add just some random trapdoors evenly up here. Now we do this just for this extra like dimension. You see how it goes off a little bit from the rest of the house? That makes a big difference. It looks a lot nicer. So do this around the place a little bit. Now this is optional, but I like to take out some fences of the same kind of the wall block, and I'll actually just like put some like hanging around the place evenly. It could be like up here as well, and this is not like important. I don't think it's like a big thing, but it does add, once again, some more texture, which I always like, so think about these. And little secret, if you have the space for it, extra trapdoors under these fences looks really cool too. Other cool details is take out some small things like buttons or like levers and throw a few around the top too. Same thing like the trapdoors. It's just extra texture, extra dimension. I always like it, but once again, it's your choice. All this building is tired. I need a break. Let me just blow off some steam right now. sorry, chickens. Now guys, that is about it for your house. I'm gonna give you one last tip, then you're on your own. My final tip is add in some nature. So take out either some bone meal or like some coarse dirt and just make the sides of the house a little bit like messy and dirty and natural. It might look a little strange to you, but I think it adds more variety, adds more of like a story to your house. Even maybe take out like a shovel and like make some path blocks here. Like, look at this, it looks a lot nicer now having like some extra texture on the ground as well. Wait, before I end it, let's get some shaders on. Now this is a house fit for a king, or a queen, or a peasant, I don't know you. But guys, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this building tutorial, let me know down below, because I don't do these often, so if you really did like it, maybe I'll do more. Usually my tutorials are about like redstone and farms, but if you like this stuff, maybe it's my new calling, I don't know. This house came out sick. But anyways guys, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, do all the good stuff, and I'll talk to you guys next time. So until then, goodbye.